Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. So every single year, coaches are what they are supposed to be. One of the most important parts of your team. They're supposed to literally help you in so many ways. Your coach can be the difference in a possession, in a game, in so many different things. They add so many stats and all that. But this year, it's completely different. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is all the stats that a regular coach adds is not added automatically as previous years. Previous years, your coach just worked the way it worked, whether you were playing triple threat, whether you were playing clutch, no matter what you were playing. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys and explaining exactly how coaches work this year for anyone that doesn't know, and looking at the best coaches. I'm not going to look at all of them. We'll take a quick look, but if they're not important, we won't even dare, all right? So I have most of the good coaches in the game. I got 2 AMI coaches. And coaches this year you can't buy, just kind of get lucky. There were some that maybe are going to be agendas, like Eric Spoelstra was an agenda one. But let's get started. We'll start with Eric Spo. You can see his effects. His effects, a lot of them are like not that important. For example, post defensive IQ, pass perception, those two aren't that great. It does add free throw stamina. Now, how are these added? This is added when your opponent takes the lead during the game. It's a really easy trigger. So as soon as your opponent takes the lead, they can score the first bucket. Now, all these are added to your team stats. Every single one of these is added to every player. So that's kind of cool. It's different this year in that sense. But all great things that start must end at some point. So it does say an ender, and that's at the end of the half. So if they have the lead at the first half and then you lead starting the second and they never take the lead again, you won't get these boosts. That's how this one works. And me personally, I don't really like these effects, right? So let's take a look at some of the better affected ones, and you need to see what's best for you, for your team, all that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mr. Joe over here. Joe. So like I said, the first thing I look at are attributes. So it says shot 3 attribute. That might confuse you big time, but that is a 3-point shot attribute. Yes, that is the 3-pointer. So that's a +3 there. Defensive, block, and help defensive IQ. So 3 of those are solid. Defensive, rebound, block, and shot 3. You won't really find a lot of coaches that add really good ones, but that's a pretty solid one. So for this, as soon as you out rebound your opponent during the game, it will be in effect, and it ends at the end of the half. So if you're out rebounding from the beginning till the end, you basically have this coach boost. So that's a really good one. For example, I really like this one. I think this one's great if you're able to get rebounds, if you feel like you're a great rebounder, all that. Now, honestly, if you don't have any rubies or AMEs or anything like that, I'll give you some tips. There's a really great coach that's not even here. He's arguably the best coach in the game. We're going to take a look at him too, so don't skip off yet. If you have all these, there's coaches that you guys might not notice are here, so we'll take a look at them. So Tom Thibodeau, personally, nothing crazy. If you force 3 consecutive turnovers during the game, that's really hard. So you're probably not even triggering this. It will last the whole game if you are, but more likely than not, you're not going to trigger this. I don't think it's a good one personally. Now, this one, if you get 2 consecutive blocks, I don't like the consecutive ones. I don't think so, because it's not impossible to trigger, but it's not a great thing to trigger. You feel me? So I would stay away from those personally. If your opponent takes the lead, you get this with Monty, which is free throw, draw foul, offensive rebound. Not terrible, not bad, and it ends at the end of the game. So as soon as your opponent leads, this one is not terrible if you don't have a lot of good coaches. I think we should stay away from the golds. A lot of them don't make sense or don't matter. Defensive IQ, pass perception, you can just take a look at them quick. This one adds mid-range and free throw, and it's on your first team possession during the game. So this literally from start to halftime, okay? That one you get like that. It's not terrible if you don't have coaches. This one is for 1 3-point attribute boost and a free throw, and it's the first possession in the first quarter, and it ends after the first, because Nick Nurse is literally a silver now. I don't want to look at the lower ones. You guys can look at those on your own time. Let's go ahead and look at some of the rubies and sapphires only. I guess we'll look at the emeralds as well, or not really. Yeah, because you can take a look at these. They are what they are at the end of the day. We'll start with Steve Kerr. I've pulled like 7 Steve Kerrs literally. So this is a 3rd quarter one because it ends at the end of the quarter. You get a mid-range and a 3-point boost +3 to both. That's not bad. For 3rd quarter, that's the quarter that matters, that changes the game possibly. Me personally, I want one that's going to add a little bit more, that lasts longer if possible. This one gives you free throw, ball control, and steal if your team scores 8 in a row during the game. Once again, I don't like the in a rows because I don't think 2K triggers them correctly. I don't know really how it always works. Like, do they want you to get an 8-0 run and a 100% trigger? You can't just have an empty possession. You just have to have perfect field goal percentage. It's a very tricky one at the end of the day. So I don't like the in a rows more times than not, because especially when it comes to steals and blocks. This is a third quarter one with Tyronn Lue, but it lasts till the end of the game, and you get a +3-3. You also get hands and offensive consistency. We know how that works. Not really too well. It doesn't really matter. Tyronn's not terrible. I was running Greg Popovich. You score 10 with any player from your bench. So for this one, I would hypothetically, if you wanted to use this, which I see no reason to because it all sucks. I only used him for a couple games till I realized, I think I used him for like 2 games. I realized none of this stuff matters to me. Pass IQ, pass accuracy, shot. I don't care about none of that. I was like, this is not worth it. I'm good. But if you were going to run that, run a good player on your bench. I don't need to flip it. It does say it right there, but I was flipping it because it makes it easier. Now, Darvin Ham, honestly, you could read the game trigger and tell me if you understand that. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's free throw, draw, foul. I don't care about that. Not for me. Now, these are the better coaches, obviously, in the game. The Amethyst. There's a free Amethyst coach. I'll show you how to get him, and he's arguably the best Amethyst coach in the game, and it's not these guys. Mike Brown. If your team scores 7 in a row during the game, this lasts the whole game, you get a mid-range +4, speed +4, acceleration +4, and stamina +4. This is the one I'm currently running. Yes, I said in a row don't make sense, but I've been trying, I've been using it. You can tell if a boost is working in your game. It'll say it at the bottom right here, like as you can see during one of the games, it'll say your coach whatever is active type vibe. And you got 2 different Mike Malones in the game. There's a Pink Diamonds one as well as an Amy. You could literally have Pink Diamond Coach Malone. So a player on your team scores 12 during the game, not too bad. This will last the whole game. You get post control, pass accuracy, strength, offensive consistency. I don't think the boosts are good on this. I don't like Mike Malone's like boosts in general. I think Mike Brown has some of the best boosts. Steve Kerr is solid for a third quarter only boost. I think Joe Mazzulla is a top tier coach. So those 3 definitely stand out to me when I'm looking. If you're looking for a cheaper, not so like crazy one, this one's not bad because it activates so early. It literally activates early and it gives you like little boosts here and there. But definitely take a look and see what are some of the things that you can use that work out for you. Now, here is an absolutely positively free head coach, Kobe Bryant. Yes, Kobe has a coach card, and this one activates the first possession in the 4th, and it gives everyone gold shooting badge. Yes, a gold shooting badge, and not just any shooting badge. It's literally blinders. It doesn't matter who it is, they will get it. And if a player already has gold, it will jump it to Hall of Fame. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Wow, that's a solid badge. It'll help you shoot lights out. And that's straight up Kobe being Bryant as a coach. So how do you get that for free, you might be asking? I'll show you guys right now. I'll back out of my team because you can't actually get that one in my team at all. You have to complete the Mamba Moments challenges. If you're able to complete the Mamba Moments, it's not too hard, not too long. You'll be able to knock them out fairly quickly. If you have the time, you will get that coach. Arguably one of the coolest, fierest coaches in the game currently, no doubt about it, in my opinion. So you guys can look into that. There's a Michael Malone. I'll show you guys how to get this one as well. This is a Pink Diamond. He costs a lot of money, but you are able to get him. This one, in your first possession during the game, you all get Dimer. So that's a solid one too. Like if you're really thinking about it, everyone getting Dimer off rip, gold and all that. That's a solid badge boost upgrade thingy-majig. And Mike Malone, how do you get him? You would have to actually lock in every single Series 1 card on the East and the West, because then you will go ahead and lock in for Jamal Murray and Bam Adebayo. And once you do that, you get the Pink Diamond Mike Malone. So that's a really long and expensive one. It's gonna cost you like, I wanna say like 700K. I would have to do the math, but it'll definitely cost you a lot. I'm working on finishing my East so I could get Bam. but that's a whole different question. We don't have to talk about that right now. A different conversation. Now, another coach in the game is our Phil Jackson, which you get for hitting level 33, which is very simple. If you need any help with that, there's a video on my channel, how to get XP and level up quickly. I used him for a little too. He adds a +4 mid-range, +4 block, +4 steal, +4 hustle, and that's your team's first possession in the second half, and it lasts till the end of the game. Honestly, I might go back to Phil. Great defensive stuff. The mid-range, not bad, but I don't know. I'm cool with the coach I'm currently using, but there's a lot of options for free if you're willing to put in some time, work. And me personally, I do like this one if you're able to score 7. Like I said, I think I made it clear how you look at the boost. I hope it was helpful. If it wasn't, please let me know. Definitely take a look. You can flip over any coach in the game. Just to note, to flip over, you're gonna hit R3 on the D-pad and then hit triangle, and it will flip over. I said D-pad, sorry, on the analog stick or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that was clear. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please smash that like button, subscribe, share it with anyone that it may help, any of your friends, family, anything like that. We on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I want to hit it someday, this 2K. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. We have a big video coming out, more tips and tricks. I'm dropping a tip video every single day, so I hope you guys are excited for it. We got some great ones. I have them all written down, including all-time domination, including things about shoes that you may not notice the same way I don't notice. And with all that said, I'll catch you guys later. It's been your boy Mosballin, and Ballin out.